Today we're going to be learning how to use the Revolve tool in Fusion 360. This tool can be very handy when you're making round pot features, such as lathe pots or even items on a pot that's to be milled, but that's round in nature. So as always, we're going to start out with a sketch. And the first thing we're going to do is going to use the line type construction. We're going to create a horizontal line right from the datum. Click there and then go 180 degrees over. So go to the left and hit escape. So now we have this line. We're going to need this line in order to do our revolve feature later on. So I'm going to show you just how to do a very basic feature. So I'm going to use the line tool again, but I'm going to uncheck construction because I need solid lines now. So I'm going to start from the datum, and I'm going to go this way, up. Now, it might not look like much yet, but okay. So we need a closed profile. I'm gonna hit escape. I'm going to make this line right here vertical. Then, all right, some dimensioning. The length of this item is going to be 2.5 inches. This angle is going to be 45. Distance from here to here, we'll make that 0.250. All right, and the length of this is going to be 1 inch. Now, what's going to happen when you're going to see what happened when we revolve this? It's going to be twice the diameter. This is right now where this is a radial dimension. This is just a radius. So when I finish this sketch and I click on revolve, and it wants me to select the axis I'm going to revolve it around. Select a linear or circular object to define the axis to revolve this profile around. So I'm going to check on this right here. And as you can see, what it did is it wrapped this profile that we created all the way around. So it starts out with just a flat profile. We're revolving around this line. So that's our axis. We go around completely 360 degrees. Click OK. Now we have a solid part. So that's a very basic way of looking at using a revolve feature. But let's go back to some things you got to remember in this thing. I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to delete this. So again, when we create our sketch, we have to kind of think ahead a little bit. If we have something that has to be a certain diameter, we got to remember that all of our dimensions are going to be radius. So that's everything in the y direction. In the x direction, it'll be linear. But so again, I'm going to make a solid line from here to here. But now watch what happens when I start doing a little bit more with my part features. It gets a little more interesting. All right. Now I'm not even going to dimension it yet, but just to show you what happens again with this revolve feature. Look at how many different part features we can create at the same time just by sketching one profile, knowing what we're going to have to do, dimensioning it all properly, and just basically two things here, a sketch and a revolve. We've got all of these things done up. So it saves you an awful lot of time when you're making round features. That's the basics of it. And in future videos, I'm going to do some specific things as far as other techniques for using this.